on.
Yes, this is Miss Day again. As I was saying, the problem is that his statistics are skewed. If you scroll down, you can see right here the article says the problem is that Ryan's claims about the poverty rate are false. The headline poverty rate is a meaningless way to measure the effectiveness of government programs over time because it only accounts for cash benefits like welfare and not in-kind benefits like food stamps and tax credits. And the glaring problem with this arrangement is that since 1996 welfare reform bill, in-kind benefits like food stamps and refundable tax credits have become some of our country's biggest anti-poverty programs, while cash benefits like welfare have shrunk. So I decided to take this and copy, and this is going to be part of my argument. So I'm going to go back over to Google Drive, and I've already started a file. Here's the article. Under Donald Trump, the poor have never been more vulnerable, and you can see in opposing viewpoints. That's the article that I'm looking at right now, and I saved it by sending it to Google right here. So I'm coming back over to my Google Drive. I've started this particular file, and pardon me, this is what I've done so far. I have my name, the title, well, actually, just the title of the assignment, justice assignment for Art 1, the date, and then poverty in the US of A is my title. And then this is what I wrote. And um, this is the quote that I copied from this article. Under Donald Trump, the poor have never been more vulnerable. And I'm trying to say that I think that our country needs to keep these programs in place to help people in need, especially programs for women and children that deal with nutrition and food, like food stamps and WIC. And then I put the quote here about how Trump and Ryan's plan is actually going to end up hurting people in poverty. And while I was in opposing viewpoints up here, while I was in Gale, I found two other articles. This one is Preface to What Causes Poverty in America. And then this article, Republicans Use Welfare Reform to Empower the Wealthy and Demonize the Poor. And so those are two more articles that I found that I'm going to be reading in order to talk about in what I'm writing here. So if I go back over to opposing viewpoints and I click back here where it says poverty, then you can see this is the page that has the overview of poverty, and it has all the articles here. So I believe this, this is one of the articles that I chose to look at. So I clicked on this article. I sent it to the Google Drive, and then I skimmed over this. I need to actually read this so that I can use it whenever I'm writing my commentary back here on my file in Google Drive. So, I could take a quote by copying it and pasting it back here into my writing. So all of this is to do with social justice, and this was my topic, poverty. Let me jump over now and show you, if we go back to our rubric on printmaking, if you chose to do what is the relationship of justice and poverty, which this is the third option, I wanted you to talk about, is there a pipeline to prison? And is a person worth more than their crime? How has the war on drugs changed the way we view crime? So all of these questions I want you to consider, and write about. And honestly, I think that instead of going through Gale, you could just go to this website called Equal Justice Initiative. And this website was created by the man that we watched the video about, Bryan Stevenson. And it has all sorts of resources that you can look at. Everything from mass incarceration, children in jail, lynching in America, segregation, all of this information, racial justice. So you can find a lot of information here at this website, and I think it would be probably a good idea to go through this website instead of Gale. So that's what I'm coaching you to do. And then once you have written your work, then you come up here to share, and you'll type in L Day, and you'll see that's me right there, Layla Day. So you click on my name, and then you send me the file. Okay, so now it's shared with me. Okay, and that's how I will grade it and give you credit for your research. After you've done your research, this is when you need to start your sketch. Your sketch needs to have an image and words. So if you look here, all of them say your sketches that will express your view of justice using images, symbols, and words. Okay? Even if it's the social justice, it needs to have images and words. Okay? Even if it's the relationship of justice and poverty, images and words. So you'll use an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half, and start coming up with brainstorming some images about what you could use. And remember, you want it to be simple, and you want it to be to the point. Let's see, where is the image? Yeah. So you can see here that the students have a slogan, and then they have an image that is symbolic to represent that slogan.